Good evening, and we're live. Third time lucky. Sorry, everybody, for the technical issue. Really got issues with our guest tonight, and we are trying to rearrange it. And I'm not sure what's happened with everything tech-wise. I had an issue with my laptop straight away. It decided it didn't like my Windows anymore. Well, that's the first. So then I had to reboot, sign on to Windows. And then when I got onto StreamYard eventually, it wouldn't let me on. And then we can't get the guest on either. So it's been an absolute mare, but that's tech for you, isn't it? And I think it's only the second time I've actually had trouble with StreamYard like this. And Lois, how are you?
I'm absolutely fine, darling. Just try to get our show up and running.
It's just been horrendous, but we're persistent.
That's it,
Well,
definitely.
I really do want to speak to Keith. I really, really do. He's so interesting. It's about near-death experiences, which is something that kind of fascinates me because you hear about it, don't you? But
Oh God, aye, all the time. In fact, it's one of the interesting subjects, and then the fact that he does UFOs as well. Um, I know it's one of the background pictures I thought tonight because I'm sick of seeing like the bland walls, so I just thought I'd make my house look posher than what it actually is.
I've
Um,
got like a little halo.
the fact that the guy does like UFOs, is a really interesting subject to myself. For everybody that doesn't know, I like all that stuff. I've always been intrigued by all that stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah, we've come on. We can't get hold
Hey
of his.
Terry,
Yes, it's such a nightmare, Terry. My laptop's being an idiot and everything really, and StreamYard wouldn't let me on, and loads of faffing about. But it's me and Lois tonight. I'm going to rearrange to speak to Keith at a later date.
they always say
Um,
third time lucky.
yeah, that's right. We had a technical issue last time, which was different from this time's, and yeah. But I've just had some crazy weekends recently, and we've got Terry Davison watching. And a couple of weeks ago, I did Haunted Antiques with Terry, and that was interesting, wasn't it?
How did that go?
Yeah, it went really well. Oh gosh, Terry says we've got a ghost in the box. It certainly seems that way. Oh, it's like straight away my laptop would not recognise Windows, and yet it is time to buy a new laptop. In fairness, so I
You're
probably
not
have
the
to
only
do that.
one. This one as well. I was supposed to hand in an assignment for Friday, but my laptop just wasn't for having it, honestly. Um, and as I said, this is actually getting quite old, so I've been looking at laptops myself.
Yeah, it's just one of those, isn't it? You just rely on it so much, and I think a number of people have had issues with StreamYard recently,
Yeah.
As- and also the banner as well. Like if you use the banner for the intro, there's now a copyright issue with it.
Do you
For a lot of
know,
places, are getting copyright issues.
funny you should mention that because I've actually seen that a lot. Is as everyone knows, that I go in between two stations, and I've seen that a lot recently when I've been waking up
Yeah,
in the morning and the such and such is copyrighted and it's been thinking, and I think to myself, oh my God, this seems to be getting worse.
yeah, that's it. I had past life regression the other day.
Oh yes, I read that with Robbie. Hiya Mark, how you doing? Aye, with Robbie, how did that go?
It was horrible. It
Oh
was
honey,
really horrible. I had a really horrible life again. I'm really not doing very well.
oh
My
my
first
lord.
life, I was a peasant living in Nottingham, and this life again, I was in Nottingham. But it ties in with an ongoing story at the moment. And anybody who's been to the Paracon and heard me speaking, um, it all revolves around a spirit who lives in Nottingham. And it actually turns out that I, in my past life, actually met him. So I actually bottled it at the end because right at the end of the past life regression, I was in a courtroom and I just thought, I don't want to see the rest of this story.
Oh my
So I
God.
just decided to come back and leave it. But the door is still open, so I can go back and I've got to try and get in to find out really what happened. There's two major questions. I'm going to write the whole story in my book about this. It's absolutely crazy. It seems that I've met a spirit in a location in Nottingham, and it seems that I've actually had dealings with him during a past life.
Did that give you like a sense of closure, like a sense of now everything may makes sense?
Yeah. Oh, it helped. Yeah, it really helped. There's a couple of mediums people have given me readings and said, "Oh, I've got links still with my past life." You think, well, how? And you don't realise. And I think through lockdown, I was thinking more and more about something. But then when I did this past life regression, it did kind of help, but it was horrible. So I want a nice past life. I want to be a princess or a queen and have loads of money.
Do you know what I've always said in probably my past lives, like I've been some sort of male, um, in my past life, and I'm fascinated by past lives. I'm fascinated by how they work, and to think that you've had so many lives before. Is that one that I did, and I found out that, I was a witch that came back, and as a black witch because I was tortured. It's
God,
it just shows you, like me being into witchery, and I can understand why it gives you answers.
yeah, it does. It is really
Hi,
special.
Patrick.
Hi, boss. I hope you're all right.
Hey, Jay.
Hi, AJ. Oh my gosh, it's been a complete nightmare, and we just can't get the guests on. It's shocking. I think there's now an issue with StreamYard where more and more people are actually getting problems getting access to it.
Eh,
So yeah, it's just me and Lois tonight. Oh, here we go. Has anybody got any experiences of past life regression or anything? So here we've got Scott. Scott, thanks for watching.
Scap.
Scott, we want to do this in Scottish for you, didn't we? You got a strong port of Greyfriars. Was told by a reliable medium that I'm buried there. I was a soldier in a past life. Wow, that's
But I mean,
impressive. You ought to do a regression though. They are cool.
yeah, I mean, I'm very, as everybody,
Oh,
as everybody knows,
I
I've got a strong connection to, says Scottish subtitle says, you take your marbles out your mouth. As everybody knows, I've got a fascination with America. I don't know what about America, but I'm very, very fascinated, and I feel like almost like I've spent most of my life there, but I haven't.
wow, that's
So
cool.
it's like a strong connection, and I've never understood why. And I'm beginning to think it's one of my past lives somehow that I've been connected to America.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Like Mark Reynolds,
He was a
um,
drunk monk. Maybe
a
that's
drunk
why you
monk.
like alcohol.
Well, you see, the thing is, I have footage of this. So it was that my regression was recorded. I didn't do it live because I was chicken. When I can come to terms with it, then I will actually put it live because it's like I'm not saying it's the end of the story, but it's kind of semi-closing a big story actually, and it's all in my book anyway. And this is like another part of that chapter, which is mad. But there's one specific time, the way I did it with Robbie Crossan, so he's absolutely brilliant at it. So he sort me led me through my regression, and yeah, he was great, even though oh god, images always get a bit dodgy. But at one stage, I was walking up a town centre,
Hey,
and I've
Jax.
got a bottle, and I was just getting drunk. So I was drunk in the streets of Nottingham. So yeah,
Uh,
and
yeah, I can see how that ties in with the whole past life thing. And that is it.
yeah,
It's like one of the fascination. I'm always fascinated with things like this and the near-death experience. Scott, do you think you can meet someone in this life, both feel strong connection? I, do you know what? It's happened to me. It has happened to me on a couple of occasions. Where it has been past life. Like me and Emma. I don't know if she's like in the chat tonight. Probably no yet. But me and Emma, we're pretty much a past life because it's weird. But in one of my past life regressions, I said her name, and it's like we've been connected in a different life. And I always say like she's like a mother for a different life.
wow, that's cool, isn't it? But I do feel that you kind of bump into people and you feel that you know them automatically. So whether that's down to past life or not, and I do blame one of my friends for actually killing me in one of my first past lives I did.
Wow.
Um, because in the 1200s I was killed by a soldier swiping a sword,
Mhm.
and they came back from Richard's Crusades to Nottingham Castle. They swiped a sword, and that's how I died, basically. So then
Jesus.
my friend Phil Newton used to be a swordsman. So I blame him for killing me in 1200s. I think that's
You
fair, don't you?
do you know what? I am appalled, Mr. Newton. That is terrible.
He's not
Um,
watching, but he's
nah,
guilty.
he's
I've
not. He's
decided on
guilty.
it.
But it's just funny how someone comes into your life and, or you, as you say, it could be something just so simple as walking down the street and someone passes you and you're like, I know
Yeah.
them, and you go through the stage of like, have I seen them here? Have I seen them there? And then it's even, I'm a great believer, even people that come into your dreams,
Yeah.
people that like you've never ever seen before in places. I think sometimes that's maybe another message in itself.
Yeah. It's very strange, isn't it? It really is.
It is.
So, AJ Walker, I was a doctor in India, Jacqueline, female. I died at 53, and also got a video of Paul Goddard.
Wow.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, I think like there's quite a few things in my past life which I was actually horrified about, which I didn't. I'm not going to go into it because I will actually show it when I'm ready, basically. And at one time, I had to look down at my feet and I had hairy legs and was horrified with these like hairy legs because I was actually male. So it's like, so yeah, it's just like hairy legs, not mine.
Do you
But
know?
yeah,
I've always said that I've been a male in some sort of past life because I think sometimes like my build and the way I think sometimes I think like a man, and I say to myself maybe in some sort of past life I was some sort of chief somewhere, an Indian chief.
oh wow, yeah. But you just don't know, do you? It's just all so fascinating. And you've had so many past lives.
Oh God,
Like
I
like my first one, like I've got a real weird thing. I don't like touching fruit because it's sticky, right? Well,
I remember you telling me that.
my first past life, I was a peasant selling fruit. So obviously
That
I
is
get
weird.
sticky fingers, so you can really understand why I hate touching fruit because it's sticky and yucky.
I
Yeah.
know. See, that is weird. I mean, as
Yeah.
AJ says, you could meet somebody and for some reason you dislike them so much. It could be.
Yes.
It could be. There's plenty of people. I mean, I'm the sort of person that either take to you or Scott, this is American time. Keep it
Yeah.
clean.
Sticky. No, it's not. We're on the UK. We're fine.
Oh well, we're on UK. Be as vile as you want.
Yeah,
Um,
it's fine. Very
the I
sticky
mean,
fruit. Yeah.
going back to AJ, but yeah, I've met people in my life, and there's just some reason that I just can't like take to them. And then I think to myself, is it me that's the problem? Because I could be quite if I didn't believe you. Um, it, you can meet that person, and there's a few people where I've met, even in this field, where I haven't took to them at the beginning, but they've warmed on me.
Yeah.
Like Scott, for example.
Really? They warmed on you? I think I'm meeting Scott soon. I think I'm on his show soon, aren't I? Very soon. I think.
I know we're there on Thursday, I think.
Yeah. So yeah.
Hey,
So
Chrissy,
that'd
how
be a
you
good
doing?
one. So Andy, Tom, we have Greyfriars Tower in my time, a former Greyfriars church with only the tower remaining, hence the name. Find it a peaceful place to sit and watch the world go by. But there are special places as well, aren't there? You
There
just don't
is,
know why.
as I said,
So
America's always been one for me that, people will say to me whereabouts in America, and I'll just say anywhere. I'd be just so happy anywhere.
yeah, and you need to look into birthmarks and how they may connect to how you died in the past. It's interesting. Yeah, I've heard that theory. Like if you've got a birthmark on your neck, it could be that you stabbed in the neck or shot or something. And yeah, they do say that, don't you? Have you heard
Yep.
that one?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have. I I have. Another great thing I would love to do that I see many folk doing. Even actually, it was Andy Jones that I was speaking to about it, and it's people that go and do the DNA ancestry, where
Yes, I'd like to
where
do
they
that.
find out like what percentage they are of what nationality, and most of his was Scottish, if I remember rightly.
That's some good if you're Scottish, though, isn't it?
I
And not if you're
know.
not.
Do you know what? I've always said, if I had to do mine, I'm sure somewhere in there would be Italian, but it's only because I've got a temper like an Italian.
Bless you. Not a temper like a Scottish person.
Well, that's what they always say. I think when it comes to that, Scots and the Italians know quite off of the whole temper.
Yeah, well, Scottish were well known, like in the battles and stuff, weren't they?
You should do it, Chrissy.
Okay.
I definitely would love to see what my
Being a
DNA
bit
makes up of.
fiery.
I bet you this is a bit where I find out my dad isn't my dad.
I don't. Yeah, well, it's funny because on that front, I had an issue. Well, I don't know. Well, it wasn't, but two mediums said that there's a massive lie in my family, and that's in the days I didn't believe in mediumship. And then it turned out that my dad had been married before, and
Wow.
he got divorced before marrying my mum, and we never knew that. We only knew that, like, we've only found that out in the last 5 years, and we never actually
Wow.
got told that my dad had been married before. And I'd been divorced as well, and nobody actually said, "Oh, it's all right, you're not the first." So I got the stigma of being the first person I thought in my family to get divorced, and my dad has been. And then you think, well,
Have
who's my mum then?
do you know
Have we
I
got,
always joke
have we
about
got any
this?
brothers and sisters? You didn't know what else was right, did you? You question everything then, because
No, I totally get
what
you.
you're taught as a foundation, what the story is of your life, and all of a sudden a critical, well, to maybe it's just. I think I now realise why it was in a conversation at a weekend as to why it was kept a secret. Um, because I don't think my mum told her mum and dad. So I think they kept
But
it
you think
quiet.
about it, and your mum and dad, well, it'll be your gran and papa's era. But in your gran and papa's era, things like that was
It
really,
was
oh,
different.
you
It was
couldn't, eh?
taboo, yeah,
Aye,
definitely.
like you
So it's
couldn't.
kind of,
So,
but it was kind of never mentioned to us about it until after we'd lost mum, and then dad mentioned it. My dad was on holiday with my sister, and
mhm.
then he kind of said, "Oh, by the way, Helen," and they're on holiday, so that kind of killed that holiday quite a lot.
Wow, that would have been, I mean, you just really have to look at me and my half brother. Like, I grew up with my half brother being what I thought was just my cousin's pal, and it
It'll,
turned out to be my half brother. So, it's like these sort of stories. Me and my sister joke, like we always slag each other and say that we're not my dad's. It's quite funny.
wow, it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But do you know what? Life's too short.
Well, it is, it's just,
Do you
now
know? I'll
it's
sit
nothing
and
to
giggle
laugh
about that
about,
all night.
eh?
About your dad. I'll sit and giggle about your dad now all night.
Oh god, it's so funny, but, like, we lost him, like, 1 to 2 years after that, and then, of course, I've got all the documentation for everything. Can you imagine not being told and then looking through the documentation? But then after while dad's house was, vacant because he moved into a care home for a while, somebody actually wrote to my dad asking about his ex, and my sister opened the letter. So it's a
Wow.
damn good job he told us about it, isn't it?
It's just like one of those ones that you think, oh, would that say edition?
Now that'd be a bombshell under that, wouldn't it? That my sister doesn't know about it. So my mum would getting hold of that woman going, "Oh, sorry, who? What?"
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
on you go.
it's just a mad world, isn't it? It really is.
Listen, life throws you curveballs. You think everything's all smooth, and next time you just get smacked. But oh my god, does anybody else got funny stories? Let's all go.
Oh, AJ Walker Chav used to scream the house down and wouldn't get in the shower. She kept shouting, "Gas, mummy." Turns out when she was rushed, she had been sent to the gas chambers. Oh my god, that's horrible, isn't it? Yeah. But there's people like who say
See you
that
later,
they've been on the
Chrissy.
Titanic. Young children, aren't there?
Yeah.
It's like if you look at YouTube. Bye, Chrissy. Thanks for watching. If you look on YouTube and search Titanic past lives, there are like younger children, or probably older now, who've actually been interviewed and they know a lot about the Titanic.
There
And they
probably
say that
is.
are on it and they knew details that they couldn't possibly know at the age of a child as well. So yeah, that's really interesting as well, isn't it?
The one that's always stood out for me was the parents that lost um their twins, and I think it was twins, to a very young age. And years later, they had another set of twins, and apparently the twins were doing things that the first set of twins did, and were playing with the
Oh,
toys, places that they were going, things they were seeing, and they were commenting, and it was things that they would have never ever had known.
wow.
And it was just like, wow, it comes back to the whole, past life reincarnation sort of.
It is odd, isn't it?
It is
Apparently, the
odd.
Scottish in everybody. Okay.
Depends,
We'll
mind
see,
you.
Scott.
Sorry, on you go, Mrs.
I've got Mark Reynolds then. My dad never knew his dad, but it's linked me to someone. It may also the second cousin, which relates to us both. The only thing is, he never replied, so may not have been told. Okay. Yeah, I know. Life
relationship.
would be boring if it's straightforward. My life ain't
Yep.
straightforward. Yeah.
Hey, life is never meant. If it was meant to be easy, it would be way too easy.
The series Ghost Inside My Child was all about that. I might. It's worth watching that. Yeah. Have you heard of that one? Ghost
No,
Inside
I
My
haven't heard that
Child.
one. I need to
Yeah.
Google that. Yeah,
Well, check that one out. What
but
are you
aye.
doing? Sweet, with their massive shoulders.
Oh, I know it's just the cameras doesn't know what to play tonight. It's a pain in the
I know.
backside.
It's very odd, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'll just have to sit like this in my posh living room with my posh
Oh,
settee. I could
yeah.
even play the piano if I wanted.
Yeah, I think you ought to go. I know, it's just it's quite funny.
That was just my big man shoulders.
It's great.
You
Yeah,
look like
okay.
an American player.
You look like an American
Maybe
football player.
maybe that's what it was.
He just developed this great big arm.
I don't
It
know.
was mad. Yeah.
Oh wow, guys, we've made
Oh,
some
wow.
showy the night.
Yeah. Well, we sort of decided we thought we'd have a chat because we're both ready. You know, we are gutted about the guest, and
Yeah, I will
I've,
definitely.
you know, I've had trouble last time getting a touchdown.
Andy, I swear, I swear to God, I wouldn't know what touchdown was. I would run by the gold. Well,
I'd fall over and that'd be touchdown for me. Be that for
aye.
good more than anything else.
Where
So,
Scotland never heard it.
yeah, it's a brilliant question there. It's
Mark,
somewhere the other side of a wall.
I'll remember that.
Yeah, but Hadrian's Wall, is it on the border? Because it seems miles. It seems far too low.
It is.
Because
No, what it
it
is,
looks
it's
like.
actually the spare mattress. That's what's came into the screenshot. Because I'm in my boy's bedroom and I'm like, I don't really want to be,
Your
because
bingy
I
man
use it every
shoulders.
week. I know I'm looking forward to your show on Thursday. It'll be a good one.
Yeah, they're cool. I think I got it down for Friday. Oh no, I have. No, it is Thursday. I remember now. Yeah, yeah. I think things are just going crazy at the moment. I think I've just been that busy the weekends.
Yeah,
No, it's not. I know it's not Friday because I'm out on Friday investigating. Yes.
Tim's coming in as well.
Oh yeah. Tim is awesome. He's so quiet at the moment. So it will be nice to see Tim.
That definitely will be.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen Tim for ages on anything. So he used to do like nearly daily shows, didn't they?
He did.
So there's another border wall higher up. Yeah. Because I know Hadrian's Wall, like of staying. Gosh, where was I staying? And they were just like, I'd gone by it so much. So yeah, totally missed it.
um, when's your next camping trip? Don't tell him because you want to
Oh
tag
gosh.
along. Don't want an old
Um,
grandpa tagging
um,
along.
I'm spending 2 days, Saturday and Sunday at Shepton Mallet Prison. So I'm going to put the tent up for 3 nights because both investigations are till 3 a.m. in the morning. So hopefully it's not too hot in the day because if you try and sleep in a tent and it's red hot, you get heat stroke. So you certainly don't want to get heat stroke and then go off to Shepton Mallet at night. That won't be good, will it? Lying in the
No,
cell as if you're dying. Yeah, and the spooks will all sort of jump on you, won't they?
aye,
Yeah,
tell me about
yeah. If you
it.
feel
I'm
weak, they'll
laughing.
sort of get you, won't they?
I'm laughing at Scott. I heard that list because I said old grandpa.
So yeah, my camping trip isn't long then, but yeah, I'm going to be out 2 nights and then I've got a night. It's actually near Glastonbury, so I'm going to go and head to. Well, if I'm awake, I'm trying to go and get some time at Glastonbury. So I'm actually staying an extra night there, so that hopefully I can squeeze in a trip to Glastonbury at some stage.
Sounds good. Sounds really
Yes,
good.
I've never been, and my friends go there, Phil and Patricia, so, I do really wanna go there. So, it just
That'll be
seems a
good.
nice area.
Who's going? Is it just yourself?
It's an organised trip by Sage.
Oh, is
Sage
that
Walker.
the Sage Paracon?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So, it's MJ Dixon and Richard Eastep's going. So
Sounds good.
they run like really small groups, so there won't be many of us there. And then sort of Alex will be there and Corrine as well. So
Oh,
yeah,
that'll be
great
really
feat.
good.
So oh, okay, Wells. Okay, I might try and get both done. But the odds are limited really, because if I arrive on the Saturday, then I've got all day because I'm only taking my little tent because I'm not really going to be using it that much.
Is that the tent that you came to Scotland with?
No. Oh yeah, yeah. I might take that one actually. I took 2 tents to Scotland, that and a smaller one. So yeah.
Ah,
Oh no, I'm happy. I'm happy camping. I really am. I like the freedom of it. So yeah. So me in a tent on my own in the middle of a farm, and I've been warned that the cows are noisy, and I bet that I can wake them up at 3:30 in the morning.
it's, do you know the carry on? The carry on came in my head there when you were talking about the field. When you
Yeah,
remember
carry on
when they're in the
camping. Yeah,
carry on camping,
no
brilliant.
exercises. But best be careful on that one.
Well, if you want to stretch those arms, you carry on.
Uh, oh come on! If you mention that was one scene everybody remembers.
Oh God, aye. That scene was
Good old,
hilarious.
good old Barbara Windsor doing some exercises and have
God
a bit
bless,
of a dress malfunction.
G- God bless, God blessed. God bless her soul.
Oh, no. Oh my god.
I did mean to say blessed, not breast. That's because of the scene.
Oh dear. Yeah, it was quite risky, wasn't it? Like what was it? The 70s when that came out
Oh God, you couldn't,
ish.
you couldn't
It
have
was,
that in these days. No, with the whole PC.
well, they didn't have a nudity, did they?
Uh huh.
They didn't have nudity, and she's got,
Hi,
So,
Jamie.
hi, Jamie.
God
Yeah.
blessed. I know, AJ, I meant to say God bless. I said God bless.
Well, actually, I've got Amy Slaney coming on the show next week, and she
Look
likes
forward to that
stories.
one.
So she
Look
used to
for-
do a show on haunted antiques about stories where people screw up
Sounds
and
good.
funny things they do and say. So God bless will be a good one.
That'll be one to add to the
Yeah.
paranormal pass book. with with Kerry's F bomb right up there.
Oh yeah. F bombs are tame. So hi Jamie.
Hey Jamie, how you doing?
Oh my. Yeah. Well, at least we've had a little chat anyway.
We have, and we've
What
had a
plans
good
have you
laugh.
got? Are you just easing off at the moment?
Yeah, I'm basically I've taken a wee step back for the paranormal. Just now, as everybody knows. So I'm going down the podcast route, doing the crimes, which will start on the 4th of May, at 9:30 at night. So I'll be looking at all times. Terry's made me laugh. I'll be looking at everything really.
See ya.
Bye,
All right.
Terry.
Take
So
care. It's very nice to meet you the other week. It was
Um,
brilliant.
it'll be just basically looking at everything like serial killers, unsolved cases. What I will say is it will be viewers' discretion. Because there'll be a lot of subjects that will be spoke about that will probably be a touch to home.
Yeah.
Thanks, AJ. But yeah, definitely, I'm looking forward to that. As I said, it's just I've you know how life throws you a curveball and puts you down another track. Well, it's put me down this
Yeah,
track, you know.
that's right. But that's what life is, isn't it? You just meander, and
Oh
that's why
God,
my book's
yeah.
called Paranormal Path, because I see that you go down a path and then you sort of branch off. And you meet people along the way, you learn lessons from them, or they carry on to the next bit of the path. Or you can take different branches, can't you, in different directions.
Oh yeah,
And that's
definitely.
what life is like, isn't it? And you learn things from people, or you learn things about yourself, and it's a whole like tapestry of life. Wow.
As
But
I
yeah,
said, I would have never had the confidence. Excuse me. I would have never had the confidence, to do this as much as
yeah.
you've gave me the confidence today
Oh,
podcast.
good.
I couldn't,
Obviously.
you know, it's quite nerve wracking. Um, Thanks, Andy.
Yeah,
It
it'll
is
be
quite
great.
nerve wracking.
It's a shame that I can't watch it live because I actually have rehearsal on a Wednesday
No,
night.
do you know what? As I always say to MD, the
Some of
video's
it.
always going to be there. It's not going to
Yeah, yeah, I definitely
disappear.
will watch it. But yeah, I'm actually in a play. It's been a bit on off because we actually had casting issues, but we're
Oh
now
God.
sorted on that front, so it's on. And I've got to learn 91 lines by the second week of June. Yeah,
Oh,
okay. Yeah, it was so lovely meeting you. It really was. Yeah, and
the dream team.
obviously I was with Bob at the weekend and Jan, so it was lovely. And yeah, we spent 3 hours on a bank, and it was dry. It wasn't cold. Something random happened behind us, and we thought somebody was like fly tipping, but you actually had to get a key to get in that gate. So I think it was someone who works for the railway. So yeah. So we were like hiding in the bushes in the dark near this train track, just down this footpath, and it was all going off behind us, and we thought, "Oh God, are we safe here?" And right in front of us is this steep bank to a river as well, and it's like I just saw myself rolling down into this damn river. But yeah,
Oh God.
oh, that's lovely. There you go. Look, you changed so
Oh,
much.
thank you so much, Mark. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
Oh, bless you. But it's Haunted Antiques who gave me the chance. You know, Kelly Ellis was made sort of the manager of like trying to sort out shows, and I had to send off an audition piece
Oh my God.
about what I wanted to talk about and stuff. So yeah, so it took me absolutely ages to like record it and stuff. And yeah, that was mad. But yeah, and then I started doing shows, and it was like, yeah, quite. It helped me get through lockdown, and it's something like years ago. I thought, yeah, I won't do that. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting. It's different. You just find something, and
Plus,
so
we
hiya,
bounced off each other.
that's
Hi,
it.
Sid. How you doing?
And yeah, I met Mark recently as well, and that I really enjoyed that. I
He's
didn't get to
sound.
work with Mark. I didn't get to work with Mark much. Sort of
He's,
turned up, said, "Oh hi," and then we sort of went off with stuff. What Spit? Yeah, Staffordshire Paranormal Investigation Team, Spit. Yeah.
do you
It's an
know,
easy one to
actually,
remember.
I'm sure Mark, quote me if I'm wrong, are you not doing a podcast? I'm sure Mark's going to be doing a podcast or he's doing something
Oh,
about
cool.
his experiences, I'm sure.
Oh, that's smart. That's
So I'm
good.
sure.
Scott, you've come on
Oh,
leaps slow since I first watched you do live in your house in 2020.
I know, 2 years brings on a lot. It's brought me wrinkles, brought me my
Yeah,
good friend here.
yeah, because it all started, didn't it? Because you used to do the one-off live, didn't you? You did
Yeah, I used
lives
to do.
before me.
Yeah, I mean, I did.
Scottish Ghost Adventures.
Aye, Scottish Ghost Adventures. I did one with Colin Connors and Mark Connors, and I tell you, it was you're still nuts though. I know that. God, that'll never ever change.
Uh,
I did one with Mark and Colin Connors. For everybody that doesn't know, they're the founders of Scottish Ghost Adventures. Um, and it was really, really scary. You know, Colin was. It was like if I was going to meet my father-in-law for the first time. You know, it was quite.
oh,
Didn't know
bless
what to
you.
expect, but it was a really, really good show that night. And it was really good to speak to the both of them. They're honestly
Yeah.
incredibly both good guys, very, very knowledgeable. Um, who else have I done? Alex Storins, I've done
Me.
Alex
Me,
Storins,
because I
you.
had a disaster. For,
Um,
oh, cheers, Gary Fields. The first show was invited to be a guest on, it all went wrong. So
oh,
it was with Sally Ann and Bob down sort of Southampton way.
mhm,
And I was invited on, and I met Julie Nicholas as well. Nichols. And we did it, but the tech was awful. So they were like asking me questions, and all it was like goldfish sound coming at me. And you're just like sitting there, like people are watching, and it's like you just can feel, you just feel an utter idiot. And it's
yeah,
like devastated, weren't I? And I told you, and you said, "Oh, actually,
yeah.
come on, a show." So you invited me to chat on a show, didn't you?
And
And I
then
was
we've
absolutely
just
scared to death.
we do you know that we've interviewed how long we've been doing this for a year, maybe.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Um, and I mean, a lot of the people that I mean, you've said is coming on the show. I mean, I've been in your situation where I've been, oh my god, so scary to talk. I mean, the most scariest one I must have to say inside my head, and I think it took me about 40 minutes to relax. Was Are You Haunted? With
Oh, bless
Silas
you.
Raymond and Phil Wyman, and it was like, oh my god, what do I say? You know, I'm fear of getting tongue tied here,
Oh,
but
bless you.
I've just learned, you know, that everybody's the same as us, really. It doesn't
Well,
matter.
that's right. People are, and it depends, like, if people put themselves on a pedestal as well.
Yeah,
The people I talk to are generally down to earth. A lot of people I ask to be guests on the show, I know, or I've met them, or I've spoken to them. So I kind
yeah.
of know that we're not going to be, you know.
hmm
So yeah.
I'm sort of fed into
Um,
my will.
there's Mark then not doing one. Bloody hell, I'm too
Oh,
shy.
it's a
Start my
blog
blog
post.
page.
Sorry, I thought you
Doing
were doing a
rubbish.
podcast.
You'll have to come on the podcast.
Oh, definitely.
That'd be cool. And cheers, Gary. I met Gary as well. Gary was absolutely wonderful. First time I met Gary was at Warwick Castle. And my God, that was a mad night.
I can imagine.
Scared the hell out of me, to be fair. But yeah, yeah. But Gary's got a brilliant way of working. He really has.
Aye.
So, Are You Haunted? Great and honest show. Always watch it when it's broadcast. Phil, Sarah, and team are great. Yeah, and they're down to
Yeah.
earth. They're honest and genuine, aren't they?
Oh God,
And and
I
that's
really like
that's the thing, isn't it?
that is, and it's the best. You know, in this in particular field, it's the best way to be. You know, be down to earth, be yourself. I know. I've just seen that with Scott.
So the first one was a disaster. Phone too low, and all folk could see was on Scott's nose. Oh, I'm crying.
I hope there was no bogies up there.
No- Nothing like a close up of someone's hairy nose.
That's
Lovely.
it. It's just like, okay then.
Oh, that's a great
In
image, isn't
fact,
it?
Scott, how long did it take you to realise that the camera wasn't actually looking at you? Because that would be hilarious if that was any more than 5 minutes.
Oh, bless you.
Good
Oh,
night, my beautiful ladies. Mwah.
look after yourself, won't you? Sending massive hugs, and fingers crossed that I'll meet you on Friday at a very exciting location. But yeah,
Sounds good.
hugs, and I wish you well. Yeah. All right. Take care and please
Yeah.
sleep. Yeah, I hope so. Bless you. Andy, I was just going to say about honesty being the best policy. Yeah, it's true though, isn't it?
Aye, definitely. On the ball tonight, Andy, that's what it is. I'm not usually on the ball.
It was clean whistle. Be honest with yourself in no way, but do like to have my say on paranormal stuff, good and bad, once I get going.
So I'll be
Yeah.
calling you Piers Morgan.
Oh God, no. That's an
I see
insult,
he's actually
isn't it?
got a new podcast coming out. Piers
Oh, was
Morgan.
he?
Aye, the uncensored.
Oh
That'll be a
God,
laugh.
is the
The whole life was, oh my god, I would have been
oh
mortified.
no. I can't watch my lives because I find them quite scary, but yeah.
I definitely, hi Robin. I
Hi,
can't,
Robin.
I can't watch my lives either. I just hate my voice. Hate having about my
Yeah,
voice. See, even when I do investigations, well, when I used to do investigations, see watching myself back, you'll always notice if you're working with me that I don't look at the camera. It's not
yeah,
because I get any hide. I just don't
yeah.
like face planting it.
That's it. Well, some love that though, don't they? You go investigating. Like, oh, look at me, we're in these woods, and they're, oh, yeah, yeah. We're doing this. Well,
I know.
let's see the woods,
Some
shall
people,
we?
it's the people that want their makeup done for them.
Oh.
Hi,
Hi,
Rob.
Robin. Thanks for joining us. We had a major technical issue tonight. My laptop decided it and Windows didn't like each other. So then I finally had to get on, sign into Windows, and then I had to sign into Facebook, sign into StreamYard, and then I couldn't get the camera going. And then the guest couldn't get on either. So it's just been a complete nightmare. But we thought we'd just go ahead. We thought we'd have a chat really,
Why not?
and we've just winged it really.
We've sat and actually talked nonsense, but it's been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
Even
it's been
even when I
very
said
nice.
God bless you,
Yeah, that was a good one. Oh, bless you. Yeah, Robin, I
thanks,
don't know
Robin.
what's happening. I'll have to have a look at it on the chat group. But it seems like people are coming on StreamYard, but they're not getting the camera and the microphone working. Now, I had it, a couple of weeks ago, and it just happened at the last minute. But it's happening more and more so that people are using StreamYard cannot get access to the microphone and the video. And I just don't know what's going off with it.
You're welcome,
Oh,
Mark.
chance. Oh, wow. Young as well, mate. Cheers for that.
I've no money. I'm
It's
skint.
dark, so you can't see my wrinkles. But yeah, right.
Oh,
I've screwed up the lighting and everything tonight because it's like, shall we? So yeah, it's been a bit of a nightmare. But
but
yeah,
we've done well.
I've tried to speak to this guy twice now, Keith Scott. He's got a really interesting subject to talk about, and it's just not happening at the moment, and it's kind of
Uh,
getting really frustrating, isn't it?
but third
On
time lucky.
on both sides because it's like it's lunchtime in Vegas. So it's in Vegas and it's like 12 o'clock. So it kind of screws up the day for him, doesn't it? If he's like waiting for a live, then it's
Aye.
really not working. So it's yeah. So I just don't know what's going on, but
But third time lucky, guys. That's what we always say. If it doesn't happen the first or second, it'll go for the third time.
yeah. And we've got a regular show next week. We've
Yep.
got Amy Slaney on now. Amy, oh God, she makes me laugh all the time. She's just so funny, but she's lovely, and she's general manager of Haunted Antiques. She's got her own paranormal team, Gap, and she also works for Ghost Hunter Tours. So
Sounds
she
really
keeps
good.
herself
Can't
busy.
wait.
Yeah, and yeah, she's just we'll be crying, I assure you. We're just laughing so much. It will be an interesting show, but yeah, there's a lot who've like sort of marked that they want to watch it. So yeah, it will be good. Oh, cheers, Robin. I hope you're well. I haven't spoken to you for ages. But yeah, cheers for watching. So do you want to carry on chatting or shall we go or what? Have you got another half an hour? Or have you got
Um,
something?
could do another 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Um,
I'm kind of looking at trying to do more live shows.
that'd be
I've
great.
got an idea for sort of investigation. I'm not sort of going too deep into it at the moment. I'm kind of finding that if you have an idea, then people are sort of taking that idea. So I'm going to launch it and then
You
start
don't have to.
mention it.
You don't have to tell me about stealing ideas.
Yeah. It's like when somebody's launching a show, then automatically somebody else is talking about a similar content. It's a bit strange, but yeah.
Except mine won't be book reading.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? But yeah, I
It
have
is
got
one of them.
plans, and I've spoken to some. Oh, I know, Scott. It's terrible. Oh, cheers. Oh,
Oh,
bless you. Yeah,
Mark, you absolutely love it. It's the two good-looking ones on the screen.
I can always beat you out, mate. Nah, I won't do that. We need to meet up on an investigation, Mark, because we need to investigate together. Because we said hello and stuff, but then you went one way, I went out on my own for a bit, and then we sort of like it was, that's the thing. Like, I was with a lady. She's had a team. She booked a location, and basically you just go out with your teams. Well, I'm on my own, so I kind of joined her for a bit and Justin and stuff. So it was good. And I do similar as well. I book locations, and then people sort of come along, and we just investigate together, and how we want to do it, and we can do lives and things like that. Yeah, it was good. It was a great night. It really was. I'm back there again on Friday actually. So I've got some amazing people going. It's my booking. It's 12
Oh,
people going. Brian and Sam are going. App
oh,
developers, so that'll be good.
that'll be really
Um,
good.
AJ Walker, Vaughan,
That'll be a good night then.
Spirit UK, always asking paranormal. So yeah, so it's going to be a good night.
It will
Once
be a good
again,
night.
like a few of us, different groups, teams working together to see what we can get, and they'll be going live on their pages as well. So I will try and share onto Path and sort of make a note on Path as to like who is out, so you can see what they're doing as well. But yeah, and
Definitely.
we can go. We're not at an event. We're not going to be told. You got to do table tipping. You got to do this and that. You know, on this, you can just do what you want to do, or if there's people there, you can just work together and try experiments out. You know,
Sounds really good. What
yeah.
experiments are
Oh,
you
I've got
trying?
how can I miss Wandering Spirits? I've got Chris Wilcox coming and Sarah.
Oh, how is Chris?
Yeah.
I haven't actually seen Chris on
No,
Facebook
it's
for a
gone really
while.
quiet. It's gone really quiet, so it's going to be great to see him again. It's his birthday, so
Oh, happy
yeah.
birthday to
So
him.
I think I mentioned over 12 people are going now, nearly. So yeah, nearly. Yeah,
It will be a
yeah,
good night.
yeah. So this is the third time now that I'm going to go to this location within the month. I've got something at Matlock. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Interesting. Awesome. Yeah. I've got an idea for a show as well, but I'll mention that to you in private.
In the private, in the
If we
office.
won't mention it. Well, that's it. Like the thing is, like you all want to go to locations and people are doing team share stuff like that. I'm on
Uh-huh.
my own. That's my problem. I'm on my own, and
No,
it
I
is great,
understand, honey.
but I am working with different people. So if I book a location, different people come. Like I booked Haunted Antiques. I think there were 6 there one night. We just worked together, and Spirit even picked us up one at a time as well. Like
Wow.
Michelle from Haunted Heritage, she was walking upstairs and something pushed her down. Luckily, somebody was with her to stop her, and then she was like in the doll's room, and something just took her knees away. And
Oh,
then something picked on me. A friend of mine kind of went into a trance, and they're just picking on us one at a time. And
it's funny how spirit does that.
when you've got incredible energy with people who are all experienced, you've no idea what's going to happen that night, do you?
You don't. But the good thing is if you guys get on really well and the atmosphere is really really good,
Oh yeah,
you couldn't ask for a better night because the more the energy's high, the more likely you are to get interaction from spirit. And as I keep saying, even if you don't get anything that night, just being in the place is enough.
yeah. Oh dear, that night they just picked us off at one at a time. It was crazy. So yeah, it was just a challenge, you know. I think the surrounding us is like just one at a time. Yeah. Oh, we've done that one. Let's go and pick on someone else.
Oh God,
So
aye.
yeah, it's brilliant, and I just love it. Oh yeah, I know, Robin. Oh wow,
Oh
I know
my
we've got
God,
so much
Canada.
history over here. Yeah. Oh, I'd love to go to
Where's
Canada. It's beautiful.
his country as well. In fact, that's where my uncle's from, is Canada. He stays in a place called Barrie
All right.
in
Okay.
Canada. He's been out there for many years actually. He's been out there since I've been what 11, 12. My uncle went emigrated to Canada.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Canada. It it just seems beautiful. It really does. Just so
It actually
massive as
does.
well. Like, we live in a really tiny country, and for me, driving 6.5 hours to see Lois in Scotland is a nightmare. But as for
Oh,
Canada and the US, my God,
do
mad,
you
isn't
know?
it?
You always made me laugh when you were here about the round. Was it the roundabouts? How it was the roundabouts?
Oh, your bloody roundabouts to get on my nerves. British Columbia, wow. Yeah, where Lois lives, there's loads of these stupid roundabouts,
I know. They
and they
really
just, oh my God, it just put me off going on one particular route because of these damn roundabouts. I'm sorry. It's a
wait
bit of
till
an
you get up near
overkill.
Scott's roundabouts are
Even
even
though
funnier.
I thought Milton Keynes was bad because everything's like straight roads and roundabouts. And oh God, it's horrible. But what you had, dear me, that's
God,
quite mad.
that
And
is.
I was somewhere the other day, and oh, I think it's probably at Matlock or no, Haunted Antiques was there with Terry, who's been watching, and he
Mhm.
basically said there's a roundabout with 5 roads off, but as you hit each road, there's a roundabout on each road as well.
Oh my
So it's a
God.
roundabout with 5 roundabouts off. It's like, what the hell?
I know.
And they show
Some
the
of
map
the
of
roads.
it, and it's like, well, how? Why have you got a roundabout joined onto a roundabout, but on 5 different bits of it?
Do you know, I was actually sitting watching YouTube, because I watch random things on YouTube, and there's this channel called Field Department, and it looks at like near death experiences on mini videos. And I'll tell you the country that gives me the absolutely heebie jeebies with driving is India because some of their roads have not actually got like barriers. They've got nothing. So you're
Oh,
literally,
no.
and the roads are that split right proper thin in.
That's like Greece and Spain, though. My gosh,
Oh, in
been on
Spain, I've
I've
been
been
to
on
Spain.
holidays in Greece and Spain, and my God, you're on these little skinny roads on a bus, and they're going at full speed as well.
I know, see in Spain they don't even stop because
No.
I didn't realise that. I went on holiday one the first time I ever went to Spain, and it was obviously a Green Man, so it was, I was more entitled to go.
Oh yeah.
And I went to go across the road and I got grabbed from behind because they don't stop.
No, it's
And it's
different.
like, wow.
Yeah. But I've got more plans for the channel anyway. Because I've got StreamYard, so I'm going to use it more. Got some
Definitely.
ideas which I will sort of sort out. I've been chatting to somebody tonight about it. So yeah. But
Sounds good.
thanks for watching.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, I'm still gutted that we couldn't speak to our guests. So hopefully third time lucky. Because he's so interesting. We want to speak to Keith Scott about near-death experiences because there's a researcher doing
Uh-huh.
that. Also into ufology and also paranormal. And also he's done some filming for haunted hospitals as well, the latest series on the Travel Channel. So
Mm.
we're struggling to talk to him. And
Third
yeah,
time lucky, honey. As I say,
yeah,
third
that's
time lucky.
yeah. But cheers, and yeah, see you
See
Thursday.
you Thursday, Scott.
And we'll be on Paranormal in History on Thursday. So I'll actually share to Paranormal Path so you can find it. And
Yeah.
we're on the channel. So yeah, be kind to us, Scott.
Can't wait. Be absolutely fun.
And can I have subtitles, please? Because I'm English.
Can I just say that I'm quietly spoken while Scott, you don't need volume because you can still hear him.
Oh, bless you. Oh, thanks a lot. Look after yourself, Andy.
Thanks, Andy.
Anything Lois does will be promoted on Paranormal Path on the group because Lois
Thank
is
you.
actually admin mod on there. So yeah, that's fine. And
I'll be
yeah,
counting you, Jack Lewis.
cheers. Bless you. All right, but thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for
Thank you,
joining
everyone.
us. And
Thank you.
thanks for bearing with us. Sorry about the initial, but yeah. Take care, everyone. Look after yourselves. Bye.
Bye. Bye.